Paul, after taking the lead, Hibs obviously succumbed to a 3-1 defeat in this pre-season friendly, but do you feel like you got everything that you were expecting to see from your team in the game against Newcastle this evening?
Yeah, I got more out of it than I expected. You know, it weren't really a game that it was ideal for us, and I weren't really looking forward to it. You know, we've had 4 competitive games, and to go back to a friendly was not ideal for me. And the fact it's in the build-up to the first game of the season, it's something, so I weren't expecting anything. So we got out of it more than what I wanted. We didn't. It'd have been pointless setting up in a way to try and frustrate and stop Newcastle, because we've got St Mirren at home in a few days. Pointless. So it was a case of go and pass the ball, go and play. We wanted to make it an open game just for the spectacle of us watching it, and to expose ourselves 1v1 against top quality players, and to really make the game stretched and have to have recovery runs, have to have last ditch tackles, have to burst the gut to counter on them. You know, so from that aspect we got something out of it, yeah, which we haven't been able to in our friendlies and League Cup games so far, because we've been on top.
Obviously the quality of opposition stepped up remarkably from what we encountered in the Betfred Cup, and that's no disrespect to the opposition, but do you feel that your players will have learned a lot playing in this game ahead of that match against St Mirren?
Yeah, they were looking forward to that. That's one of the reasons we took the friendly, because it's good for the fans. It's a good friendly to have at Easter Road. The players were chomping at the bit, you know, to play against £40-50 million players. They're delighted with it. So from that aspect, it's really, really good, and they'll have enjoyed it. And as I said, they're stretching a different way to what we have been, to what we will come up against in most games. So from that point of view, really, really good, and they'll have enjoyed it.
How do you feel that the players actually done coming up against the quality players of Miguel Almiron and Joe Linton?
Well, yeah, good. Like I say, we didn't really set up to protect the centre backs. We didn't set up to protect the full backs. We did. You know, if it had been a league game against them, a cup game, you do a lot of work in the week to prepare for them, and you set up tactically to try and sort of hide your weaknesses, play to your strengths. And it was pointless of doing that today, so we really exposed them to something that, you know, we've got Darren and Paul 1v1 against Joe Linton and Almiron, who they've spent bucket loads on, and it's good, totally different, as I said, totally different challenge for them. And one I think they're ready for, and they're relishing, they stood up to it.
And just lastly, we saw a couple of players returning in Vikinta Slivka and Ryan Porteous. How pleased are you to have both of them back within the squad?
Both. So Vicky, it was just a blow not having him when he came back from international duty. Obviously picked up an injury and just been recovering, working hard, but he was moving great today, he got about the pitch. Ryan's obviously been long term, and we're just pleased we could get him in this game. It weren't really one of the benchmarks that we'd put down for him, but he's progressed really, really well. So for him to get 30 minutes in this game is a big plus for him. Like mentally, he's over the first hurdle.
Have they given you any food for thought for ahead of the match against St Mirren on Saturday?
No. No.